Hey guys, Aris, Hardware Busters. We're continuing the experiments with capacitors to find out the differences between types of capacitors, TPO, semicon, Rubicon. So now we're testing a TPO SC 16 volt, 3300 microfarad. This is a very popular cap among mid-end, I would say, power supplies. This one was used in the Be Quiet Pure Power 12M, for example. And I follow a more scientific approach. The first video was only to show you what is going on. Now we keep a timer. We run the capacitor at its nominal voltage first for 5 minutes, then we increase by 20%. So this is a 16 volt capacitor, then I will go to 19.2 volts, then 22.4. In each volt setting, I will check it for 5 minutes. And
You mean leave it for 5 minutes?
yeah, I'll leave it for 5 minutes in each volt setting. So if it blows, for example, the 32 volt, I will keep the time, and then the next cap is a semicon. This semicon is called W series. Actually, W series is not a thing. It's just some brands order for big brands order for semicon, and they say, "Hey, I want this cap. Just name it W." Okay. Very, very popular caps. Also, same capacity, same voltage rating. This experiment will show us even at nominal voltage. I see that the capacitor starts to bulge a bit. Okay.
Is it a new one?
Yes. No, practically new. Yes, from inside the PSU. So 19. I increased to 19.2 volts. Stop. Reset. Start. So today's experiment will clearly show which is better, that one or that one. Bets? How do you think?
I think that one.
Japanese?
The second one.
Japanese, Vice, Taiwanese cap. Okay.
I didn't know that it was.
The thing they are ready is to see in what degree this is better than that one.
How can you tell that? Because of the
How long it will survive?
So are you
Different voltages. If the TPO dies at 90.2 volt and the semicon goes all the way to 35.2 volt, for example, that means it's way better. I will find the formula.
Is it going to be a percentage? Is that going to
20%? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
16 volt, 90.2, 22.4, 25.6. These are the different load level, voltage levels that I will try for 5 minutes. You have to give some time to the cap, 5 minutes or so, because there's a chemical reaction going in. Once you increase the voltage, it starts to build up this chemical reaction. It needs time. So, this is the boring part. You can skip that if you want.
So now it's in the second degree.
Yeah, now it's here.
So if you would put a percentage to that, how is it going to be?
20. That, for example, is 200%. Okay.
That's better.
But you have to start at its maximum voltage rating to know what's going on.
Do we have any idea how they are testing these capacitors at the factories?
Probably like we do.
Probably like
the
we do.
same. Yeah. I have seen in Great Wall, they did the same. Great Wall is one of the largest Chinese PSU OEMs. They did the same as we do. Actually, I took the idea from them.
Yeah, but they don't manufacture.
No. They just, whatever capacitor comes in, they check it like that because they don't trust the specifications that the manufacturer provides. They say we want to find out on our own if the specifications stand or not.
So we don't know the procedure from a manufacturing company.
It's the same.
It's the same. Okay.
It's the same. They use big ovens. They have the capacitors in Great Wall for 3,000 hours.
What?
Yeah, at the maximum voltage rating.
3,000
Yeah,
hours?
and to find out if indeed they can stand the 3,000 hour lifetime or not. Crazy amount of electricity going there. So we're close to 5 minutes at 19.2 volt. If it passes that, I'm gonna increase at 22.4 volt. As I told you, it needs at least 5 minutes.
This is at last.
22.4. This is a very good power supply, bench PSU. I've got it from Banggood. Written FD6012. It's kind of, you have to assemble that, but it's very easy and lots of options. I think it even has Bluetooth to control it through your phone. This is an old version now. I guess they must have newer versions. Affordable for what it can do. So GoPro there. We need a new GoPro. We have 2 or 3 of them, but we don't have the newest ones. I think we need to buy the new one. Yeah, it takes time. You know, experiments can be a little bit boring, but Eric will skip forward all this
You have to build,
database.
yeah.
The whole purpose behind that is not to just make some YouTube videos, but to build a solid capacitor database.
Exactly.
That's our main purpose behind all of this.
And at the end, have fun if it blows up.
You already have fun when something blows up.
Unless it's your house or your car.
Or your PC.
Yep.
Or your power supply.
Yep.
We're closing in. Next is 160%, 25.6 volts. $25.6 volt, 160%, and still going on, going strong. Almost 10 volts above the maximum rating.
This is a Taiwanese,
Yeah.
okay, build.
Nothing. It's not hot. Yeah, it makes sense, guys, that it's not hot because DC doesn't pass through the capacitor. Only AC passes through, and currently we are not stressing the capacitor in terms that current passes through. Currently, current tries to pass through.
The camera is hotter than
Yeah,
the
yeah.
capacitor.
It's imagine what we're doing now. You have a dam, okay?
You have it what?
Farm, a dam.
Yep. Barrier.
Down, down.
Down. Okay.
You have a dam, okay, water barrier, whatever. So you are pushing water against that. You're pushing more and more and more water till the dam breaks down and allows all water to go through. This is what we are doing now. This is how we test the quality. Of course, you cannot do that in real life, especially with dams, but okay. Okay, next 180%. Wow, 28.8 volt. Down.
Down. Damn.
$28.8. Nice.
Quite resistant.
Yeah, it will see. You will see. It will show.
Stop, 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 stop.
And it died. $16 volt, 5 minutes. 19.2 volts, 5 minutes. 22.4 volt, 5 minutes. 25.6 volt, 5 minutes. 28.8 volt, it lasted for 32 seconds. Moving on to the next one. Okay, we started. Guys, I don't take into account the nominal voltage which I used to just warm up the capacitor. The 16 volt, I won't take that into account. So, the Tipo Cap, 5 minutes 19.2, 5 minutes 22.4 volt, 5 minutes 25.6 volt, and 32 seconds 28.8 volt. In total, 15 minutes and 32 seconds. Okay, and now I have already warmed up the Semicon Cap at 16 volt, and I started the real testing. I'm gonna increase voltage every 5 minutes per 20% intervals, steps. So 19.2 volt right now, then it will go up to 22.4. Let's see if the Semicon capacitor indeed is better than the Tipo one. I will be hugely surprised if the opposite happens, guys. Okay.
Which one do you think? I said this one is going to be better.
Semicon.
This one is the Semicon, right?
Yeah, I think the Semicon will be better. But we will see. So far, we are only relying on rumors, on data from the manufacturers themselves. And you know, in most cases, you cannot fully trust what the manufacturer has to say. This is why you have to test everything on your own. And as far as I know, nobody from reviewers so far, even me, had tried this test. Okay?
You haven't thought of that, right?
Yeah. The visit in Great Wall's headquarters opened my eyes in many stuff, because when you go and visit another lab, you can check their ideas, their methodologies, the way that they follow with doing some stuff, and it can be a real mind opener. It's not stealing ideas if you follow somebody that does the good stuff, that follows a proper way, okay? And I've only seen what they do. I don't know how much time they spend in each voltage rating. I don't know how large the voltage intervals are. I just made this on my own, and I will continue on improving the methodology as time passes by, as I test more and more capacitors. The thing is, I want to build a full database because it is very expensive to have a high voltage power supply, 800 volt, to test the bulk caps, these ones, and these can be also dangerous, they blow up. That's why we started with lower voltage ones first, which in power supplies, the filtering capacitors on the secondary side, these ones are the most important. These are the most important, not the bulk caps. So 90.2 volts, 120%, we're closing in to 5 minutes. I will change the voltage level. Basically, I can leave it, no need to reset. 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, no need to reset it. It's faster and you have the overall time. It's better like that. For 5 minutes, you change. It's better like that. It's easier for me. Now, capacitor from capacitor might have differences, even if it's exactly the same model. Okay, start. 22.4 volts, 140% for 5 minutes. You see, it's easier like that. No, I won't buy the iPhone 15. I have the 13 Pro Max and it's just fine. Once it dies, in 1 or 2 years, I will probably go with a newer iPhone back then. The thing is that we use a lot the iPhones for videos. If the semicon cap goes over the 15 minutes and 32 seconds, it will be okay. How long, you say? Give me a number. The tipo, 15 minutes, 32 seconds. How long, you say?
18.
18. I say about above 20.
Okay.
Eddie wanted to neutralize one of our cats, and
because-
he vanished.
Yeah, because he's
Aggressive.
aggressive, yeah.
Aggressive towards the other cat you have, Hazelnut.
Every cat that there is in the neighborhood.
Is aggressive.
Yeah. He's aggressive towards any cat. He wants to be the dominator,
The alpha male.
the alpha male.
But soon enough, he will be the alpha male without balls. Poor cat.
He's not a poor cat. It's for his own sake.
Yeah, he wants.
It's healthy.
Yeah, he wants it. Yeah. He actually wants it, but he doesn't know that he wants it.
It's
To
about
cut his balls.
his health.
Do not have balls. It's healthy.
Do you want to try?
No. I believe you. 25.6 volts is the next setting. I'm a little bit anxious right now. If it fails before the tipo is seen, yeah, that will be.
You won't believe it.
Yeah. So next voltage, 25.6 volts. 25.6 volt, 160%.
The other one blew at
28.8 volt, 32 seconds.
yeah. How much percentage was that?
180%.
So on the next level.
Look, from the moment we follow the same exactly methodology, we don't care about the voltage or the voltage percentage. We do care about the time. How much time passes.
Right.
Okay.
So we focus on
So,
time.
yeah, so this is easier. You can normalize according to the time. If you put the reference of time on the semicon, you can say, for example, how the percentage of time that the tipo lasted. Any bets?
Yeah, I told you about
20,
about 18.
18. Oh, I was 20 minutes. Okay. You told me 18. Time to change voltage, 28.8 volts. 1, 2, 28.8.
How much percentage now? 160?
180.
Oh,
Officially, it passed ahead of the TIPO. The TIPO stopped at 15 minutes and 32 seconds. This one, it's better.
goes on.
Goes on. Let's see
How
how
long?
long it will go on. The show will go on. Let's see.
I said 18.
You said 18, I said 20.
You're cooking if you lose.
Are you sure about that?
Yep.
You will eat what I will cook
Yeah. Eggs.
with the shells?
Please no.
20 minutes. We are going closer to 20 minutes. I told you, 20 minutes and above. So guys, so far, the experiment proves that clearly, Semicon W is way better than the TIPO SC caps.
Way better.
Way better, yeah. So far, 25% better. Longer lifetime.
It's good that you're good with math.
So 32 volts, 200%. $32 volts, 200%.
I'm impressed. The difference is huge.
The build quality and the dielectric that, yeah.
Jinxed it.
Okay. About 16 it was. So guys, TIPO SC 16 volt 3300 microfarad lasted for 15 minutes and 32 seconds. It blew up with 28.8 volt, that is 180% of its maximum voltage rating. Semicon, similar specs, W series, lasted for 20 minutes and 16 seconds. It blew up at 32 volts. That means that the Semicon cap is about 25% better. Better, you know what I mean. More
Resistant.
resistant, more tolerant. Okay, I hope you enjoyed our second experiment with capacitors. We will continue. Our plan is to build a big database. I've asked from some manufacturers to send me some capacitor samples because currently what we do, we take capacitors either for broken PSUs that are relatively new, or we try to find capacitors from other devices. The best for us, the easier would be if we had capacitors, and we also want capacitors new out of the box, and we also want to test capacitors, the same models exactly, to see the differences between production batches. That would make a difference because you know the electrolyte might be different in the next production batch than the previous ones, and
This is going to be very important.
it's very important. Capacitors are everywhere. Is one of the most important stuff in electronics, and I believe this video series and the database that we are going to build will be of huge importance. So, the Patreon page, if you want to support us, hwbusters.com, our site, and bye bye. Next video.